Also, I'm really interested in reading classic books, classical books, because I don't know, the classics are written in the past, in history. They're not literally historical books. They don't say at that time this war has happened and that incidents happened. They don't talk this way. They just the situations put in some stories and put some emotional stories also. And also this book is written in 1840 or 1838, I guess. And this is the story of an orphan child. Do you know what an orphan means?
Yes.
No parents.
Yeah, without
Child,
parents, right?
yeah.
Yeah, orphan looks like that, like Oliver Twist. They're so poor and they don't have anything. At that time, orphans are in the book. Orphans are used for crimes and to steal some money and to do bad things to people in society. And also, orphans, they don't have anything to eat because they don't have family. Because of that, a lot of people use this situation badly, in a bad way, because of their poorness or their bad situations. And I want to ask you a question. What would you do if you see an orphan on the street? Especially girls, I guess. Girls are emotional people and emotional sex. And what would you do if you see an orphan on the street?
We can give some money or some food.
When they're begging, or?
Because it's sometimes difficult to recognize when an orphan is not begging. How you can know?
It's hard to tell when it's an orphan or not.
How you can know? He's not begging, or you don't know from others.
I can imagine girls, they always say, I had a Korean friend which named Yunzi. Yeah, whose name is Yunzi. And, I asked that question to her, and she said, oh my God, orphan! They're so emotionally become sensitive about orphans because they're poor and they're so sad. Their life story is so sad also. And what does means Oliver to the society is, in that time, people, as I told you before, people use that situation in a bad way. They use them to kidnap people, they use them to steal, they use them to rob a home or a bank. And also, they don't give them too much food. And this book was like a revolution in the society because every time and every orphan says okay, and they obey everything that you told or that you say them to do. They always obey you, but Oliver in that book says, please sir, I want some more. This sentence is kind of symbolizes the whole book. I don't know why, because I guess it represents the best situations. If always they obey what you say, that situation shows that they come the edge of the way, the edge of the situations. This is so bad because they don't have any food to eat, they don't have anything to live with, they don't have any family though. And every other people than orphans in the workhouse, they're so bad, they're so rude to every kids in the workhouse. Also, do you know what is a workhouse?
No.
No? Yeah, the house that orphan come together and live in that room because they don't have family, they don't have any support to live in this life. And so I want to talk about the negative ways first. As I in other people presentations, I told you this book is so short, and I want to also show the real book. And yeah, yeah, those two books, as you can see, this is with big punto, and it's like 120 page, and this is with small punto, which is so small you have to open your eyes. It's 500 pages. This is real in English, and you can see also around. Yeah, why do I like to read books? You know, a book also, it doesn't mean it's not necessarily mean to I have to read that I like the book. Every book has some positive points. When I was a child, I didn't read books because in my society no one read books. There is a statistics in my country that we learn in elementary school. 6 Turkish people read 1 book a year, and we learn that one Chinese person read 25 books a year. You know, this is so interesting statistics. We are so bad about literatures, about reading books, about everything. We become, you know, we recently developing countries. Turkish, I don't know, we didn't have anything, we didn't do anything in the history, but when I learned these statistics, I'm gonna read a lot. I forced myself. This statistics really encouraged me to read. It's pushed me in it. And when I was going to high school, I was reading 700 pages in 3 days, and I was finishing all the books in 3 days. And also my Turkish reading speed has become like I can read 1 page in 10 seconds, and also I want to do that in English, but you know, I really enthusiastic in reading Turkish because I always getting some important point from them, and I was improving my vocabulary level in Turkish too. Even if it's our native language, we have to improve our vocabulary level, right? And it doesn't matter it's Russian or Chinese. Every time we have to learn new vocabularies, and I learned a lot. And what I read, even you know, I can understand the books which was written like 100 years ago, and I can read every kind of books in Turkish. But I want to do that in English. So I decided not to read Turkish anymore, and I started to read English. But you know, when I came here, I started from 105. It's like 1.5 years ago. But at that time, the course didn't have any Penguin readers, so I didn't know there was a library in Edmonton, and I tried to find some books to read and do something to learn English, to read books, because I didn't read books for 6 months since I came here. Then when I was 115, they bought the Penguin readers to make us read and learn language better. And when I get the book, you know, I was so enthusiastic, so I read 11 books in that level. Yeah, and this was the first time that the course was giving us these books. Then, you know, they decided to give some present to person who is the most reader in the course, and I got the present because of that. But yeah, I don't read too much in this course, and also I'm reading that kind of novels. I said I'm so interested in reading classics, and now I'm getting. I read every classic in Turkish. Not every, most of them. Like for example, I read all of Charles Dickens' book in Turkish and every other book, kind of. And now I'm trying to get